Human physiology test, questions 16 through 25. Fats are important nutrients. Well, this is straight from your notes. You have to know the definition of a fat. A fat is a nutrient that stores energy. So they contain stored energy. That's choice number 2. A human body cell that is undergoing abnormal cell division. This was on the Quizlet and we talked about it in class. So abnormal means it's not producing correctly. If it's not dividing correctly, it's going to form cancer cells. All right, let's go to the next one. The diagram below represents a person cooking eggs on a stove. The person has touched the hot frying pan and pulled his hand away. What is the best title for this diagram? A human requires oxygen? Yeah, that is true, but that's not what this diagram is showing us. Metabolism is influenced by diet. This doesn't show us anything about his metabolism. All living things require energy. These are all true, but this diagram actually shows you how a human responds. The response is pulling your hand away. The stimulus is the hot frying pan. Question number 19. In humans, the amount of sugar in the blood is controlled by the release of the hormone called insulin. This is processed as an example of what? We are controlling the release. If you're controlling something, you're maintaining homeostasis. If you're maintaining homeostasis, you are regulating your body. What are 2 of the functions performed by this body system? Well, this is the skeletal system. This is straight from your notes. It protects and supports the body. It also produces the red blood cells. It also stores minerals. It also gives you shape. So the only correct choice would be number 1. Next question. Question number 21. In the labeled diagram, the labeled organs in the diagram below are part of which human body system? You have thyroid, pancreas, pituitary, adrenal, and testes. These are all glands, and glands are part of the endocrine system. Respiratory would be lungs. Digestive would be stomach. Circulatory system would be heart. You don't see any of those things, so you know it's endocrine. To provide energy for the cells, every cell in my body needs nutrients and oxygen. Boom, boom, boom. The only choice would be 2 nutrients. Cells don't need chloroplasts, nitrogen, or carbon dioxide. They need oxygen and nutrients. Running is an activity that causes the cells in the muscular system to use oxygen at a faster rate. Which system responds by delivering more oxygen? Delivering, transporting. That could only be the circulatory system. Nutrients from digested food enter the bloodstream. How does anything enter the bloodstream? Through the process of absorption. This also happens in the lungs, where the alveoli are absorbing the oxygen from the blood, and they are also absorbing the carbon dioxide because they have to change and exchange gases. Last question, 25. When a human exercises, sweat often forms in the skin. Sweating is an example of the human's body too. Well, we don't want too much heat, so we need to respond to our environment because we have to maintain homeostasis. This concludes questions 16 through 25.